So today I'm going to be reviewing a new fragrance from Hez Parfums. Hez Parfums, I believe, is a new fragrance house that came out this year, 2023. I was using Instagram and I saw a post about their perfume, and I checked the website, and to my surprise it was one perfume and that was it. So I'm pretty sure it's their first launch. So I have it here. I just ordered it. I received it within 3 days from when I placed the order. I haven't sniffed it, but I want to do it in front of you guys. So if you guys are interested in what do I have to think about Hez Parfums, let's do it together. Alright, so taking the bottle out. So here's the bottle, here's the packaging. Let's look at the presentation. Let's see how it looks. So the perfume arrived in this matte black box inside some tissue paper and some bubble wrap. The perfume itself came wrapped also in bubble wrap, which I feel can be better improved later down the road. As for the bottle itself, it's a 30 milliliter bottle, and if you zoom in closer, you can actually see the note composition of the perfume, which I find that to be very hefty and very handy. Something negative to say here is that the plastic cap on this perfume, it's to be improved, as I always struggle trying to take the lid off. Nevertheless, it's a very nice first execution. I love the presentation. I like the bottle. I love the fragrance juice, and I like it. As for the notes, it's supposed to have apple and cinnamon, tobacco, bourbon, tonka bean, and a base of sandalwood, cedar, and vanilla bean. Just from the notes, it's giving me tobacco vanille from Tom Ford. I love tobacco vanille. It's actually what I've been wearing lately this time around because it's very cold and it's rain. It's still winter, and so it's like a warm, cozy fragrance. Now, will this be like tobacco vanille? Let's see. Okay, very nice atomizer. Okay. It opens up very tobacco-y, kind of resinous, and right off the bat, after the tobacco note, which lingers for like around 3-4 seconds, you are hit with like a nice apple right off the bat, like a nice green, crisp, juicy apple, and like a sugariness, like brown sugar, even though it's not listed on the notes. A little bit of cinnamon, but I guess it's more like a cinnamon and brown sugar coat with like the apple. Wow, it's really good, but I don't get a red apple. I kind of get like a green, herbally apple. It's really good though. I really like it. It's definitely not like tobacco vanille, because this has more like a fruity tart that tobacco vanille doesn't have from Tom Ford. Let me put a little bit more. I'll put some over here. Yeah, the first spray, for the first 5 seconds, you get the tobacco, kind of like almost like a leathery type of fragrance. And you just get like a nice green apple with brown sugar and like molasses and cinnamon. After a while though, I do pick up on the tonka bean. It's definitely like on the base. It kind of grounds everything from being like a fruity gourmand to more of like a woody and kind of mellow vanilla. I like it. I am getting more of the sandalwood and the cedar, which are at the base of the fragrance, without losing the crisp apple and the brown sugar cinnamony note that I'm picking up. The tobacco note is still there, but it's also very like in the background. Like I pick up on the apple and the cinnamon more than I did at the first initial spray, where I got more of the tobacco. And yeah, it's really good. I'm gonna keep smelling this fragrance for a few more minutes, and I'm gonna come back and give you guys more of like a second impression of how the scent develops. Alright, so like around 10-15 minutes passed, and the scent has definitely developed. I pick up more of the boozy notes now. Definitely the bourbon is coming in handy. It's kind of making this not so much of like a straight up gourmand sugary, you know, bakery fragrance. It's more of like a boozy, but it's not like Jazz Club from Replica. This is more of like a, it kind of makes it more airy, you know, in a sense. Because when you think of a gourmand fragrance with like apple and cinnamon and like sugar and tonka bean and vanilla, you'll think of maybe something that's leaning more feminine. For me, the bourbon and also like the tobacco kind of make it a little bit more masculine and kind of just give it more of like a dense, heavy, almost leathery kind of accord. Yeah, it's really good. Oh my god, it's really good. Okay, and especially it's more of like a wintry fragrance, I would think. I am gonna go ahead and wear this tomorrow for work, and it's gonna be a cloudy, gloomy day, so I think it's gonna be perfect for this fragrance. I wouldn't wear this on a hot summer day because I feel like it'll be way too much. It's wintry. I'm gonna be wearing this tomorrow, and I'm gonna come back and give you guys an overall thought of my opinion after wearing it for the first time, like a good, you know, good wear test. How long did it last? Did I get any compliments and whatnot? So yeah, but so far I get a very sweet, gourmand, very syrupy, fresh, fruity vanilla with like a little bit of tobacco, and the bourbon kicks in, and a little bit woody in the base. But alright guys, so here I am. This is the next day, and I was able to wear a Rue Bourbon for around 12 hours. I woke up around 8 in the morning, got ready for work, and I sprayed it on around 10 in the morning, and I headed out to work. And so I had worn it for about 12 hours, and I have a really good wear test with this perfume from Hez Parfums. I believe I didn't mention the name. This is the Rue Bourbon by Hez Parfums. Just, I don't think I mentioned the name earlier. But anyways, so yeah, I sprayed it on around 10 in the morning. I did like around 6 sprays, 2 in my neck, like 3 in my sweater, 1 in my in the hoodie, and just 1 all over in general, and I walked past by it. So I sprayed it on really good, and I got work. No one complimented me, nobody said anything, but I smelled it on myself, so I smelled good. But nobody mentioned, oh my god, you smell good, or oh my god, what are you wearing? I didn't get none of that. So let's get to my opinion, my final opinion on the perfume, and is it worth it? I remember saying that this was reminded me of Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford, and here's the thing: the beginning, the opening is very very sweet. It has like a gourmand apple and like brown sugar, cinnamon, in my opinion. It does open up with like a very strong, kind of like a floral tobacco, not like a leathery, smoky tobacco. It's more of like the tobacco plant itself. And as it dries down, it just becomes, on my skin at least, I've noticed that it became very boozy in the middle. Like I got a little bit of the bourbon in there, but not much. And as it dried down completely, it just became like a very woody, cedary. I didn't get the sandalwood because to me, my skin picks up the sandalwood and it makes it kind of creamy and sweet. My skin kind of attracted more of the cedar, and so it became more of like a pencil shaving sort of fragrance with like a hint of like a tobacco vanilla. The apple got lost. I didn't get another apple, and it kind of lost the gourmand aspect that I was expecting from this perfume. I got more of like a sweet, woody, a little bit tobacco-y flavor or scent. I was expecting it to be more of like a gourmand, more kind of like sweeter, kind of like a warm, spicy, ambery scent, and it wasn't. It was more of like a woody, sweet, woody, a little bit resinous, tobacco-y fragrance. All in all, it's a good fragrance. I think for the price of $40, you really cannot go wrong. Don't expect this to be a beast mode fragrance because it's definitely not a beast mode fragrance. I didn't get any compliments. Maybe, and I usually get compliments when I wear something. People usually tell me, oh, what are you wearing, or you smell good, or you smell strong, because, you know. And keep in mind, I went ham on this. I sprayed it on 6 times, maybe even 8, and no one mentioned anything, so I was kind of bummed out on that. I like it. Would I repurchase it? Probably not. Will I be interested in more perfumes by Hez Parfums? Definitely. I will definitely keep an eye out if they're gonna make more sense. I'm pretty sure they are, because I feel like this is a really good first launch for them. So yes, definitely I recommend you guys to give it a try. For $40, you really cannot go wrong. It's a good fragrance. I just want it to be stronger, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah. By the way, I also threw the cap, the plastic cap that was in this perfume. I threw it away because it was garbage, to be completely honest. It didn't work on my perfume. Every time I would like fully close the cap in, by the time I was to pull it out, it yanked the whole thing out, so it didn't work. So I just threw it away, and this is kind of my perfume. This is kind of how it goes. But anyways, just thought I mentioned that. Alright guys, so yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next one.